Most people struggle with the L-sit because I think of it as a core exercise.
The problem isn't your core. It's actually a pulling problem. And today, we're going to fix that. Yes, when you do the L-sit, you're pressing into the ground. But the action that actually gets you off the ground is a pull. This is scapular depression, where your shoulders come back and down, pulled away from your ears. If you watch my chin-up video, you already know this cue. Same foundation, different movement. I already know what the haters are going to say. Your hands are pressing into the floor, so it's just a push. Yes, you are right, my hands are pushing downward. But check this out from Dr. JJ Thomas.
Hey, I'm Dr. JJ, GMB trainer and doctor of physical therapy. Most people fail at the L-sit because they're thinking of it as a pressing core exercise. And while it is a pressing exercise, it is also a pulling exercise. A key component to a proper L-sit and a key component for great posture is that you have scapular control and stability on your rib cage over a stacked pelvis. What that means is in something like the L-sit, we need scapular depression, boom, like that, to get your serratus anterior, your pectoralis minor, and your latissimus muscles activated to stabilize the rib cage on the pelvis. However, you also must have scapular retraction, which is a pulling component, like you would on a pull-up bar, so that your shoulder blade muscles are aligning your shoulder blade on your rib cage. Without that, you're just going to feed into this rounded shoulder posture that you're probably trying to avoid anyway.
My friend Josh from StrengthSide just put out a great video walking through 6 levels to build the L-sit. Those progressions are great and you should definitely watch it. What I want to show you today is the thing running underneath every one of those levels, the pulling action that makes them all work. At the end of this video, I've got a 60-second hold challenge that's going to test everything we covered today.
Here are 4 pulls to focus on in the L-sit.
First, shoulders back and down. Scapular depression is the base here. And without this, nothing else is going to work. Now, one thing that helps here is to point your fingers out to the sides, not forward. And if your fingers are pointing forward, your wrists are going to complain and the position will feel a bit locked up. Pointing them out to the sides takes the pressure off and to put your arms in better alignment to open up the shoulders and get that depression and retraction. And this is also the same setup for the crab in our Elements program. When you get it right, you'll feel your shoulder blades drop and your chest open slightly. That's the pull working. Second, pull your knees together. Now this will get your adductors engaged since you want your whole body working together, not loose legs while the rest of your body is trying to work. Tighter is lighter, and this is going to help you when you're ready to take your legs off the ground for the full L-sit. And one thing you can do to get this down is to place something between your knees and squeeze it. That'll really help you feel the pull inwards. Third, pull your knees in toward your body. Now this gets your hip flexors working and where you start building compression strength, and that's going to carry over in more challenging variations. Most people have never trained their hip flexors to pull under load, and because the compression demand for the L-sit is different from anything else they've trained, it can really humble people even if they have a relatively strong core. Fourth, as you extend your legs, pull the backs of your knees down. Now, I show this in our integral strength program, and it's the hardest one to feel, but the most important one for getting to the full position. And that's because it'll lock down your entire lower body and keep things together. Now, to help you get this, imagine trying to straighten your legs against resistance. That tension you feel in the backs of your legs is what you're looking for. Now, if you can't get your hips to clear the floor or you don't have parallettes, just elevate your hands. Now you can use anything for this, blocks, books, something like this at the park. And Josh even uses a chair in his video and it's a great idea. And that solves the arms too short problem and it gives your hands a better position to work from. Just remember to keep your fingers facing out to the sides. If you find that your back is rounding, that means you've lost the first pull. And when scapular depression goes, well, you're going to lose the entire position. So first and foremost, focus on keeping your shoulders pulled back and down. Yes, the L-sit is a great core exercise, but it's also a pull from start to finish. Once you feel that, training the L-sit becomes much more manageable. And to get you started, here's a challenge. Get into a tucked L-sit, feet on the ground, and hold it for 60 seconds. Remember, your shoulders should be back and down, knees pulled together, knees pulled in, and this is where you start. Let me know how it goes and post your time. And be sure to watch this next video where I use the same cues for the chin up.